Chit Chat is brought to you by One Stop Talk, free on-demand therapy for kids and teens. Connect with a therapist online or by phone. No wait lists, no stress.
A new piece called Fertility will world premiere, at the Theatre Aquarius Studio next week. Laura Welch, the artistic director of Light Echo Theatre, which is putting it on, joins us along now with the lead producer, writer, and performer, Anna Billings. Thanks so much for joining us. I have a feeling this is a play that is, or a piece, I should say, that's going to touch a lot of people, and not just women.
Oh, totally. We had a reading of it in 2023, and the response across the board was that this is like a very powerful play, and that it's not just for women. Like, a lot of men were quite surprised by how much it affected them.
So why did you start creating this?
Sure. Well, it all has to come back to Laura Welch.
Okay.
It's true. She brought together this group of people who she thought had some interesting things to say. Some at the time, 5 years ago when we started creating this piece, were first-time writers, long-time actors, or a mix of both. And so we all got together, wrote pieces, and have sort of woven them together into this tapestry of fertility.
And is it kind of all of the performers or all of the writers, is it all kind of their own story, their own take on fertility?
Yeah, so I gave people free rein to talk about what they wanted. They did some research, they kind of listened to their own interests, and then they created pieces. So some of them have personal aspects, or some of them are fully true stories. Yeah.
And is it a play per se, or what can audience members expect?
Yeah, that's a great question. So it's inspired by the vagina monologues in terms of form.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of a stand-up kind of.
Yeah, definitely. And people are talking about stories from miscarriage, menopause, menstruation. It's all these things that are very private stories that people deal with on a very real basis in their daily lives, but no one talks about.
Yeah, no, nobody ever talks about it, right? But it affects half of the population.
Yeah.
And the Studio Theatre at Theatre Aquarius is an awesome space for this because it's a very intimate space.
Yes.
Totally, yeah. It's our show is intimate in the space that we've chosen to premiere it at Aquarius, but also in content, and so the two are really working together symbiotically and really beautifully, we think. So we're excited to just really be together in community with our audiences.
Was it tough putting this together, like a lot of emotions?
Yeah, it was definitely hard. All of these subjects are kind of heavy, but we have a team that's very creative, very funny, very caring, and so as a group, it's just been very generative and heartwarming, as well as like tender, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
And because this is a world premiere, you don't really know yet how audiences are, like, have you had some kind of like some friends and family watch this? Like, what's the reaction? I can imagine that watching something like this, audience members are going to want to get up and tell their stories too.
Oh yes, we've definitely had people tell their stories.
Yeah, in the reading in the few years that we've been sharing, just that it exists with people, not even necessarily the actual show, people really open up. It's something that's really vulnerable, and so meeting people at this really vulnerable place has opened them up in a lot of wonderful ways, and we've heard things like, it's a must-see.
That's good. So shout that louder.
You gotta see the show.
You gotta see, can't miss it.
So it has its world premiere a week from Thursday.
That's right.
And then after a long weekend at Theatre Aquarius, you're going to Toronto as well.
Yes, we're going to Factory Theatre.
Okay. So how can people get tickets?
Sure, they can visit lightechotheatre.com for tickets, or also visiting the Theatre Aquarius website or Factory Theatre website as well.
Okay, and we'll get that up on our website. And a good idea to get tickets early, right? Because and just go and support, because so many of these stories, right? You think, oh, I'm the only one dealing with this, and then we get talking, and then it's like, oh my God, like you're going through that too.
Yeah, I really wanted people to feel less alone from this piece, and I really think that it will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing the sheer number of like 10 writer performers, Hamilton specific, community talent members sharing these stories has already created a community, but we're excited that basically has no limits.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, again, it is called Fertility, and it's opening up world premiere at the Theatre Aquarius Studio on April 24th.
April
That's
24th.
correct, yeah.
Thursday.